In today's video, we're going to talk about the steps that you can take to protect your family and a loved one's estate immediately after the funeral. I'm Michael Donovan, an estate planning and succession attorney in Mandeville, Louisiana. I've developed a brief guide called the 11 Steps to Take After the Funeral to help guide families in the immediacy after a loved one has passed away on the route they need to take to protect your loved one, your loved one's estate, the heirs. The first step that we need to take after the funeral is getting copies of the death certificates. These can be requested through the Department of Health and Hospitals of Louisiana. You can request them by mail or picking them up in person at certain locations. These death certificates allow you the ability to probate or open the succession of a loved one. That begins the process of putting heirs in possession of the property. Also, they will likely grant you access to certain accounts, such as banks, life insurance policies that you may need to keep the estate going in between opening succession and finalizing the succession. Going along with obtaining death certificates, we're going to need to determine whether or not there is a last will or testament. This is important because it sort of sets the stage on how we proceed with the succession. Regardless of whether or not there is a will, you will be able to open a succession. You will be able to put people in possession. Just by having a will in place, we'll know certain things. Who's going to be the executor of the estate, who's going to get what, and what needs to be done. That's why it's always a good idea to have a will. The next thing that we need to do is also make a list or notes or contact any ongoing bills, creditors, mortgages, so we can keep those things going while the estate process, the succession process takes place. Okay, next what we're going to do is notify our banks, our creditors, the Office of Motor Vehicles, and social media and email accounts to let them know that the loved one has passed away. This is mainly an effort to prevent identity theft. Unfortunately, people are out there using your loved one's accounts for their own financial gain. This process, these steps that you're taking will protect your family and protect your estate. Social media accounts, email accounts, each company has their own slightly different process that you go through in order to close those accounts. It's also important to gain access to the accounts because bills, mortgage, important that we take those steps to protect the estate. A brief disclaimer here while we're getting into the final steps that I'm recommending you guys take after the funeral. I'm calling these steps, but they don't have to be taken in any particular order. Of course, you need a death certificate to do certain things that we've discussed and that are in the 11 steps to take after the funeral. But, there's nothing saying you can't notify banks right away before the death certificate gets in the mail and that sort of thing. You may need a death certificate to close a bank account, but you understand what I'm saying here. This is a guideline for you to do, for you to have, to keep. So this is one less thing you have to worry about in a difficult time. The last thing that I'm going to talk about today in this video is I would highly recommend that you talk to an attorney for the simple reason that the attorneys are trained, they're experienced, and they're able to see the problems that you may not be able to see. They may be able to help you prevent a problem from becoming a bigger problem or prevent it from becoming a problem at all. Also, attorneys like myself know how to go through the succession process, know how to open a succession, how to make sure heirs are notified properly and the assets are protected. Also, if you're going through this process, you may think, man, I wish he would have written a will. Now's a good time for you to think about what you may need to write in your will. The guide, the 11 steps to take after the funeral, also can be used as a tool to think about what are my assets, what are my debts, what do I need to do to protect my kids, to make sure that they have these assets or protect them from these debts, or just to protect them, make sure they're taken care of. So those are all things that this guide can help you do with. The guide is very easy to get. You can just go to the Donovan Law Firm website, Donovan Law Firm, LLC.com, click on the button, give your email address, and we'll send you a copy of it to have for your records and your files. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this video. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact myself either through email or my phone number. Give me a call, and wish you guys the best of luck. Talk to you soon.